Good afternoon. My name is Shane Soto, and we'll be discussing risk management for our Unit 1 discussion for project management. Risk management is crucial to the planning of any given project as it identifies, analyzes, and addresses the risks that could arise over the life cycle of a given project. Risk should not be a reactive measure for the project managers to address such issues, but should be addressed in their planning process. Risk registration is a document that logs risks as they are identified. They identify the actions needed to address the risk and should be reviewed as the project team meetings. Risk register content should include the risk ID, date raised, the risk description, the likelihood of the risk, the impact of it, to include the severity, who owns it, the mitigation action, the contingent action, to include progress on the given action, and then the updated status. A project risk control is controlling risk, which is important as a project manager over the life cycle of the project because it minimizes the risk from becoming a disaster. It could decrease the delays, minimize additional expenses, and most importantly ensures the project does not end due to the risk. The risk assessment chart should be created with the principle that a risk has two primary dimensions, which is a probability and the impact. Each one is shown on the axis that allows the project manager to determine the priority and the resource allocation. Risk mitigation matrix context is utilized during the risk assessment to define the level of risk by considering chance of a risk occurring against the severity. It provides visibility of risk and provides the team with decision-making oversight. The rows have certain, likely, possible, unlikely, and rare to identify as far as the probability. And the columns portion of the matrix has a negligible, marginal, critical, and catastrophic to identify levels of that given risk. Probability and impact matrix. The probability is that a risk may occur, which should range between 0 and 99%, as if it's 100%, it would be considered a certainty. Impact of a risk ranges from low level, medium level, to critical risk. Chart allows the potential risk to be rated using these two dimensions. The four corners identified of the chart, or of the matrix, is the low impact, low probability, which can be ignored. Then you have the low impact, high probability, or high impact and low probability, which should be addressed to minimize the chances that they occur, the risk that occur. And then the high impact and high priority need to be monitored closely, as those are the team's top priorities. The team determination of risk management and removal of subjectivity of the given project that me and my team will be addressing over the next 8 weeks is the tools that have been provided for the team to minimize risk, to put emphasis on the planning throughout the life cycles of the project. And we want to make sure we create the project risk assessment chart and identify the probability and impact risk could have to our project, as well as to ensure the team reviews the probability and impact matrix of the project to identify top priorities and to address those that are of the lower concern. And lastly, to remove subjectivity from the team, being able to visually see the assessment chart and risk mitigation matrix to make decisions as a team to address risk timely and efficiently. Again, I appreciate you guys watching, and you guys have a great day. Thank you.